بعد النجاح الكبير اللي حققه فيلم نايفز اوت بعد عرضه في 2019، من ايام بدأ عرض الجزء الثاني من الفيلم وهو جلاس اونيون نايفز اوت ميستري، وده بشكل محدود في السينمات الامريكيه تمهيدا لعرضه على منصه شهيره في 23 الشهر الحالي، وهو من بطوله دانيال كراغ وكمان ادوارد نورتون وعدد كبير من نجوم هوليوود.
وزي الجزء الأول، أحداث الجزء الجديد بتركز على محاولة حل لغز جريمة قتل، لكن المرة دي المحقق بلانك اللي بيقوم بشخصيته نجم هوليوود دانيال بريك بيسافر لجزيرة في اليونان عشان يحلها. الفيلم اتعرض المرة الأولى في شهر سبتمبر اللي فات من خلال فعاليات مهرجان تورونتو السينمائي. تفاصيل أكتر عن الفيلم هنعرفها من نجوم.
Ryan had it on the page. I mean, so much of what's in the film is what Ryan wrote, which is for all of us. But watching Ed, sort of this character of Miles come out of Ed, it's so much of acting is just reacting. And for me, that again, you know, with Ed being so great and wonderful at what he does, it was a sort of easy job for me to sort of just bounce off him.
You never know when you're throwing people together in to try to create sort of instant chemistry, how much of it's gonna take. And sometimes you can have a terrific professional result without a whole lot of true interpersonal chemistry. You know, it doesn't. But it's in this case, I think Ryan, you know, Ryan and Daniel, and then me when I came in, and you begin. It goes from Ryan to Ryan and Daniel to Ryan and me. You start to have a kind of a you start to say, well, what about so-and-so and what about so-and-so? So it sort of builds outward from the DNA of what you all feel an affinity toward.
Well, I may or may not travel with a trunk, you know, 8 feet tall, fully stocked, ready for murder mystery parties, all the costumes from a witch to a maid to the town's drunk to, you know, a top hat wearing stepfather. I mean, every character I travel with, and I'm ready. So when Ryan invites you to a murder mystery party, you have something to wear.
There's a couple of double bluffs that Ryan puts into the film. As I just said, he sort of turns the tables, literally turns the table over on the direction the movie's going. So that sort of, the first one is very much about sort of the fun of, yeah, it's a tricky one. It's like Benoit he's exposing someone, but he's trying not to be cruel. He's trying not to be hurtful. Yet he's being serious, and it's a sort of tricky line to walk to try and kind of get that feeling that, you know, he's one of his things is that he appears to be sort of bumbling and, you know, not really on it, but he is, and that's always fun to play around with.
It was kind of, for me, it was just kind of doing the gut check of, does this feel scary in the right way? Does this feel like something that I genuinely don't know if it'll work or not? It's in terms of what the story is trying to do. And then there are the big obvious things of just trading the browns of New England's autumn for the blue and yellows of a Greek summer at the beach, you know, or casting a whole new cast of characters. I mean, things like that to give the audience this big signpost that you're in for a whole other deal here. But really, it's for me, it's how do we get into what is the story it's telling, and how is that going to go places that the audience isn't expecting based on the first one.
اشترك في باقات واتشت الشهرية بتبدأ من 14 جنيه و99 قرش، وباقات سنوية تبدأ من 150 جنيه.